head. See if we're down here. Down on the map. Okay? As soon as you hit here, little arm go over like this.
Right. Bend the elbow.
Feel the difference. Try to get out of that
First.
Now if I let it go, how's it? Easier, right?
Yeah.
Let me put this back. See? Now if you lose that arm, and the arm goes down like that, and you lose it, just lean on back, catch it here, and come back into it.
And then sometimes you can take your arm across his face and put your head down.
Yeah. And he can't move. This arm immobilizes him across his chest, and he can't wiggle good here. It's all over. And you get him like this.
Yeah, you listen to that.
Yeah.
Stay there. No,
Oh, you want to get him?
I want to get him, man.
I'm going to
Look, everybody had this bit. This is great. How many guys you guys ever had it inside their pockets and you finally lost it? You had this situation? Catch his wrist with your arm. Catch his wrist with your arm above the elbow. Now, bend that arm as much as you can. Now, the thing is, I don't even have to lock my hands. To make this thing hurt, I just bend the elbow. Do you feel it? Boy, does it hurt. Because it only holds momentarily. You just push yourself. You can get out. It's not illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal.
You just can't move. He's rigid.
Now we'll take something else. And you might be aware of this. If I come under your elbow and lock my hands, there's some referees who will call you to lock your hands around in there. Because they don't think that the arm's in there. They think the arm has to be here. They don't consider this the arm to the point that they think it's here about like this. You got me? So you go look around. I'm just looking. So I got around that and I come in here. And just come underneath the elbow. Just let it go in.
Yeah. Where you just hold your arm.
Yeah. It's just I don't have long arms. You understand? It's something everybody's got to do to go that around. This right here.
Your tension on his wrist with your armpit.
Yeah, that holds it too. That's what holds it.
That's what holds it, and then the pressure is on the elbow.
All pressure's on the elbow.
For some reason, that arm is just becomes rigid. The joints lock up.
Now, if I have a guy that sprains his arm out, I mean, I can't get it bent. So if he sprains his arm out, I can't get it. From here, I push it first.
But you can't get it. But if you do, lay back like this and roll your arm again.
Now, what Ed did, when he locked his hands here, and he got a little longer arms, he feels a bit more comfortable. And he did this with the hands locked. This guy put on the other one, see? Yeah, he'll put on it. I'll tell you something, fellas. If I went away, and I do this often, I've done this many times, in fact, the last 2 years, I've been doing it, what he said, but if I go away to a clinic, the guys may not know me, but they know the background, and I go away to a clinic. And I say, okay, you guys, what are you going to work on? Because I don't have anything written down. I never have written anything down. It's just in my mind telling me we're going to start, we're going to start. But what do you think everybody wants to work on? Well, yeah, in general, what else? Throws. Everybody wants to work on throws. Why? It looks good. They're spectacular. It's amazing. Look at boy. Man, you really touch that guy. And you know what I tell them? Guys, advanced wrestling. That's what I'm telling you. You want to tell them? Okay, let's take a look at something. There were 44 matches in the state tournament last year. What is it? There's 14, or 42 matches, 42 finalists. How many throws in finalists? Indiana? None. Ohio? None. Nationals? None. World Championship? None. World Cup? 1. Olympics? None. Now, ain't that a pretty low percentage move? You go out and start taking throws? Now, I'm not against you running the throw. I think it's good. But fellas, most Greco-Roman matches, I'd rather watch two people fish. I'm not cutting it. It's just I can't do it. I'm just not a thrower because I never run them from a gun. But the best kind of Greco-Roman matches are the ones where one guy is real good, one is, most throws in freestyle, you guys stop. Now, if I did lock here like this, or I had an arm and head, which is just the opposite, where you should have had the head and arm, I had the arm and head, I'll buy it anytime. But there's a couple other things that I can teach you to do. But to go out and do a belly to belly or a belly to back and try to take it going, I'd be real careful. Not this Olympics, the last one, the one before that, they almost dropped triple from the Olympics because there were 5 points scored in the whole Olympics by the wrestlers themselves. The rest of it was by referees, points they gave. 5 points scored in the Olympics. You know that? No, that's what I was told. I didn't go to the Olympics. I went out to the Atlanta Olympics. The Atlanta Olympics invited all the women in this country to Atlanta. The one was there to be there with the other people. I thought, boy, that's great. It's about time you did it. Next thing you know, I got a letter. They said, don't come. They have time. They don't want you. They don't want you here. I didn't buy nothing. They take that Olympics and they just stick a little sunlight on it. I don't really have never had it. Because that's the way they've always done it. They should have had every wrestler there that won anything that was world title or Olympic title. They could let me home, I don't care. I'm just trying to see the good all you guys are anyway. They should treat you with respect to the point that the Olympic champion in this country ought to be able to go to any wrestling event at any time, anywhere, and walk through the door and say, well, that's where it ought to be. And it is in every other country for this one. They make it not mean anything. It really does. It has to mean something to you. But I wouldn't take it as important. I'm just saying it's a shame that people treat our wrestling with more prestige. You know, I think the National Collegiate should have every returning collegiate champion a seat down on the floor. You know, I haven't been coaching in college since '84, and I cannot get on the floor of the National Collegiate Championship. I can't get it. Now, why should I? I'm not a guy, that's a don't get me wrong. But I deserve to be there. So does every other Olympic champion this country. And that's being cocky and getting expected too much. I'm sorry, that's what I mean. And when those people in Atlanta, when they spoke in the letter, said, advertisers don't want you to be here. This is, you know, of course, what I do, that's what they don't want to watch it. So I heard me, and then I go back here. Everybody knows football state owns the Olympics every year. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I know what I did that satisfied this part of me. Okay? Well, anyway, throws. Everybody wants to know throws. Side headlock for knee is not a throw. It's a situation where you're all the time that you want to learn to do. And I think you need 2 or 3 5-point moves that you can go out if you're behind with very little time left that you can go and hit a guy with. It works, you win. Because obviously, if you take down and turn loose, ain't going to work. You're going to be behind with 15 seconds to go. So you need a move like a side headlock. You need a move like a double overhook. You need a move like an over-under. Those are 3 of the more basic that I think you need to learn. I have another one from an underhook side position, from a wizard from Stanley. He has something else here I want you to see here from the Navy system. Okay? But right now, let's stop this head sticking out by you other guys hitting you with a side headlock. And I would like for you to do it planted feet. Now, if you've been taught already this step by step, I won't try to change it, but I won't do it that way. I just cannot do it. Those Yugoslavians taught me a damn good lesson. When they were over, I stole it that night. Every time they do a step, forward, back step, and do this, they go, and you go over the room. And the rest of the man was mattresses, was rubber, and the floor was dirt. So, let's go. All right. So you, there you go, there you go. He can't roll through with you. Hey, fellas, listen up a second. How many times have you seen this picture right here? Look out. How many times have you seen this happen? Guy comes out of the road, I'm trying to make it happen. He just done it. I go ahead, do mine. That's fat 47, back set. Pull him down here real hard, and he rolls through with you. That's why I want you to sag. Because when you sag, you get your hips down so low on this leg, your arm, that he can't roll with you anymore. That's one of the big reasons. So you like a back step, forward step, back step, do it another round. I want you to do it with a sag. The sag you can't roll through with. Okay, let's go again. Okay, back again. You get that again. Okay, now, let's take that other look again. Let's do a single one there. Straight in single. Not a high press single, not a double chance, just a single twist. Yeah, that's that twist, no. Single. learn to create motion. I told you before, the biggest problem with a single leg the whole country over, it is now and has always been the lack of motion created before you shoot. If I want this leg in a single leg, I go that way. Why? Because I know that you've got to step, keep up with me when you do. It's slammed and I'm going to miss, so you can't kick it back and forth there. Because it's slammed, you have to shift the weight and take another way. You can't just put it down very direct. You got to go back, it's hard to do. So let's see you create motion and do a single leg tap. Now, make sure you know your loose on it. It's just possible he's going to go end up in a wizard cross basin sprawl. It's also possible I'm going to knock you on his boundary, because I really hit you hard. And I hit you hard because you're traveling toward me at the same time I'm traveling toward you, so the hole's twice as fast as it's going to be. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to single leg here, because this is the arm on the single leg. I'm going to circle that way. I'm here, I'm going to circle this way. It don't take much to hit a guy and knock a guy down if you get him to come toward you at the same time you're going towards him. Now, again, take a look at this. I want you to see this. Everything you did, big ego, let me tell you. Fellas, the most basic things in the world. Right there. Every single person got my elbow. As soon as they grab my elbow, I know my elbow. The first thing they hit it now was what? My head. Why? Why would I hit it with my head? Yeah, why am I not afraid? Why am I not afraid to hit it with my head? I haven't tucked. If I tuck my head, I can hit it like a hammer. Don't hurt me off. If I untuck it, now I'll turn my head every time I get it. Let me show you something. You want to see why your singles in slow motion? Take a look, coach. Perfect, this ain't cut through. You just understand. I'm going to do this. Slow motion, stay open stand. I'm coming in for a single. I got here and get ready to get hit with a cross face. You know he's coming up quick, my teeth, close my eyes, and right there it is. You tell me you don't do that? Watch your moves. Around here, he grabs my elbow. The first thing that hits him is attack, because it's just like a hammer. And you can't hit a guy without a tucked head. It will hurt your neck. But I tell you what, you can ring a guy's bells. Any problem with mine. Now, you have to do that? No, but I'd like you to understand that when you penetrate on the guy, don't turn your head. Tuck your head. Wrestle with your head tucked. You realize how many things you can stop a guy from doing if you cut there and just do this? There's a whole lot of things you can't do to me because my head's tucked.
You know why they don't do that?
Huh?
Because it looks stupid. That's why they don't do it.
Yeah.
It looks
When
stupid.
they hold the hand up to the back, that's how stupid you look.
I know. That's what I know. That's what they're thinking. Look at that. That looks stupid. That's abnormal, and so on and so forth.
I don't doubt that, Coach. But they're not out there with their butt on the line. I am. Okay. So here's your underhook. You want to single. Big open here. I'm going to circle this way. As he steps, I shoot. I come right into it. Now, I'll either knock him down, or I'll finish it with whatever he does, whatever he tries to counter with, I'll counter that. But he's probably going to counter with it cross faces crawl. And that's the simplest thing to do. Each part I understand. Underhook single leg. Okay. Now, he's going to underhook there. He's going to circle to his right. As he circles one step, boom, there it is. Now, I lower the arm some to hit it, and I bring it down with me. Because I don't want to ever go in with something high and something low. That's bad news. When I come around, when you step, I step around. Now, when you pull him, take the arm up with you. And I do it again, and take the arm you got up on the underhook. Take it down with you. Now, I'm not going to say you can't do that. When you circle this time, you're not going to down. Now get it.
left
You
arm.
look up your arm, drop your left arm.
Yeah. Once you step and you drive into it and drop that left up, you're already got it.
Okay, now, circle step and drop that arm with me, come in there. There you go. No, take that arm with you. Your left arm, bring it with you. You might do what you're just doing, and I think it's a good deal harder. Here we go again. Now you take your left arm, do it again. You take that left arm, you circle around here and step. You come down and lift that arm too. Okay, keep your partner, keep your one. Underhook. No, you're underhook. You're overhook. You're underhook. Now you're going to circle to your left. The left, yellow left. Yeah. There it is. There you go. That's more the idea.
Drop down there. Drop those right on.
Yeah, but the thing is, you were partly right. Circle step. There. There you go. That's not, I mean, that's the idea. You know, see what they do with the arm you have the underhook from? That's the single leg arm. Do it again. You don't have to move it much. Just a little. There you go. There you go. There you go. Other minute. Now do what you want to do. You may hear me cry. There you go. There we go. Now, fellas, you get that circle step. You make it circle toward it. That foot's coming forward. If it doesn't, then take the other leg. You're closer to it. He's going to have to move something or he's out of position. One more time please. Take a look at it. One more time please. Underhook, block, right. Okay. There you go. There you go. Now you're creating motion before you shoot. Now, grab his head. Why don't you grab his head? Okay, now, you got, no, it's not his arm, just grab his head. Okay, now you got his elbow. Got his elbow, right here, 2 hands. Now, you go single leg here, so that way, and hit the same. There you go. See, every single leg you do now, after you get it done, you get that motion started, and you get closer to it, because he covers half the distance. You got it? So it doesn't matter what single leg you do. Y'all know we gotta grab my head. He grabs my head. I tie that elbow up 2 hands. 2 hands, I tell you. He can't even turn me loose. Now, if I want this single leg, all I do is it's right here. Question? Okay. You know what?
What?
Okay, now, that was not bad, except it didn't get the step. Make him step towards it. So step forward, now in a circle, he has to step forward to keep up with it. Oh, it's there you go. There you go. Now, let's do it again this time, but I feel a little more effort here when I do this. Do this. You got it? And you make him step. get my balance to keep my leg down. What I want you to do this time for a few times is this. He grabbed my head. When he grabbed my head, I don't want to see you guys come here and both of you the same. One is scared, the other is mad. You have any idea you're in here the way you will? We don't want to be that way. I want you to tie the arm on your head with the arm on that side down to the elbow. I want the other hand to come here and have cover the same hand. Now I want you to turn away from the leg on that side and do a symbol. I got a symbol or mirrors. I don't care which one. But when he steps forward, I'll guarantee you he's going to get into a second block. He's not going to keep you in trouble. Now, I may get in here and he's going to cross-face the middle of me, but I'm expecting that and he step to the side. Do you understand? Please do. I put it on, you know, put it all dead shots. I'm here to headshots. Because I don't mean, I'm not trying to show off, but I'll tell you right now. I can stand right here, and he shoots as fast as he wants to. Good. And he cannot get my leg. How in the hell can you get in a match? Okay? You need, go there, you do it. A couple times a piece, unless you got much, I want you to do it too. Boom! There you go. When you start getting these old, you get it right. There you go. Other hand. Ooh, there you go. Great. That's good. Hey, fellas, those are four of the best, as good as you can do. I mean, I don't want you to quit trying to do it. That's as good as you can do. Fellas, guy has to step forward, has to step forward. Because if he doesn't step forward, you're on the other way. Are you going to let me do this? Are you going to do it? Don't do it. Are you going to let me come here? You know you're not going to do that. You know damn well I'll get that leg. So you're going to kick that leg back if you can. So I'm going to get come forward. Let's get your partner. Let's go. Ties it up. Ties it up. These little things.
He'll wrestle kids, but he won't shoot on them, he won't do nothing.
Well, he will. It's just a point. He's not sure of himself anymore. And he needs a coach. You know, and I'm not a right bad coach, but he needs somebody that will help him.
Everybody says he doesn't work.
Well, he's just diving in the rough, man. I mean, he's a little short, stocky stud. It's damn hard to wrestle. He learns to wrestle by being a little short, stocky stud.
Before you leave, give me your schedule, and if I can catch up with you somewhere before the summer's out, I'm going to do it.
Well, I'll take him to North Carolina with me.
I talked to his mother today, she ain't answered me yet.
Well, she doesn't know me.
Well, she wants me to go. She wants me to go too, and I don't know if I can get away.
You know, that's fine. You know, it's a great place.
Oh, I've been there, my daughter used to live there.
Hollywood's not far away, and, you know, I mean, it's...
What part of North Carolina?
It's west of Charlotte, about 75, 80 miles.
See, my daughter lives there. That's where she lives.
I have some good friends down there.
Yeah. I'm going to try to go. You said the end of the month, didn't you?
Yeah, it's last week of this month. It was supposed to be the third week of this month, and the coach changed the date on me without telling me. So I got a clinic I got to drive back to for a day just to keep my word. So I'm going to have Ed down there with me, too.
This guy in the blue?
practices. Okay. Kid, we're gonna cycle like this to each other. Okay, one of you is stand up, one of you is shoot. And you're going to get that leg back and we get this here. Go, whenever you're ready.
It's not funny.
I didn't know it. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. 3 out of 4 points. Got to do that a couple of times. What?
What are you doing? You shoot. You shoot, you're down. Settle from one leg to the other. Barely. Here.
Head tuck in, head tuck in, elbows in, stand.
I didn't realize. You're supposed to stand up.
You guys will go to the first sergeant wrestling next year. And you watch. And you see how these single legs are done. Now you're supposed to motion. You watch
Just Troy Bill here. He's tall, that's why. I like his height. And he had a slender waist sort of. Okay. Now, when there was swimming in mom, yeah, and it's work, and this is football. We do well. We both got jumped. But now, I developed this under Booker because a lot of people were more experienced than me when I started doing it. And I tried to find some way to stop it, so I thought, well, I'm going to get in there first. And I wrestled this guy, Moranis, from Washington High School in Pennsylvania. He was a overlooked hip lock specialist. So before he started his hip lock like this, he come in on me, I went under him like this, and I just reached over, elbow in, and snatched that arm away from him. And then I just stepped in and threw it, right down on his back, right over. But it wasn't quite that easy. We had a fight out of it. And but that's what I did, snatch. So you get the same position, and you snatch it, and you bring it right in, and then throw. And that'll do it. Even when he started his hip lock, when you start the hip lock, move in there, okay, I can still snatch that, throw. It's really not that hard. Now, I don't want you guys throwing each other now. The best way to practice this is with a thick mattress. So you don't bounce each other. After a while, you bring this wall. But when you just reach in and get a snatch with the elbow in, see, real quick, because if you just usually go in there, you might not get it. Just step across and take the arm. And and then just throw the hip under. Now, another thing I do is I step in here and pull. See that foot goes there? And then I hop a step, bam, and triple, swing that foot, I take it out, and wham, hit the whole thing. And knock him down. And then, so, but it's the same thing, and it's getting motion here. Because if somebody puts the hip lock on me first and they get this, I focus power, keep your shoulder up high, and then just take a little step here, push down there, and then pow. And then, now, if that's for you, then you can use it. Another thing I do is right in here is when I start to stand up, and I go into the hip. The hip lock, I go into here. Or I step into here, and I chop this, and they're not going to leave the arm in. They're going to come up and fight me. And then I go into here, and dig you in there, and if they go to push the hand off, you just fight them in there. This is what you like to get. Well, you get a guy like this, and then you just step right in, and throw him right on their back. And it works. Because he's not going to stay this straight. He's going to fight you. And so it's really simple. And if they don't bend, then you're right in here. You just step around, catch that foot. As soon as you get around there, you catch it. And you have terrible lot of control there. You can just catch them right in there, pick up that foot, and dump them back. You have so much control, you can push the pedal around. And if you lean over like this, you just elbow back, catch him like that. And now you control. You can reach back and pick up the leg and run under. And, well, and then you step in again like that, just step right on his foot, now he knows. You just get control of his body so completely, you do that. And in the Far West AAU, I named Russ Camilleri, who was one of the national champions of one of the first years, with that 28 seconds. Before the match, he said, "I've been watching you, you're not in too good shape. I'm going to get you this year." I said, "Oh, Russ, I don't need to be in shape to get you." Little did I know if I was or not. We had a fun time talking about it. And I reached him and I grabbed him like that, right in the first period. And then he reached for my arm, because, yeah, I cut him off like that. Like inside and cut. Stepped up, wham, pow. 28 seconds. So watch. If you get this, don't reach like that, because he can get your arm. Just go over my arm. Over. Just grab the elbow. Now you step in and throw me. See? You can throw me. But when I reach and I tuck my elbow in, I take and catch you. So that's the point I want to get to here. Don't go with your arm out there. Keep that arm in there so you can grab. And you have to get it right there. Because if you reach for it once and miss it, he's going to pull it back. See? Out of your way, pull it back. Hey, you can trick this guy. So be ready with these things. A lot of you guys play these video games, and I know these sword guys are going every which way. You have to be really dexterous with your hands. And when you get in there, and you go for it, he pulls that arm back. You got it. Now you catch that? There's all manner of things you can do here. Just continue to go, trip. Take that, just stay in there, throw him down like that.
See, international stuff now, if you take a guy like that and dip him above the ground and throw him, a lot of times they give you 5 points. 5. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, if you clear them out, I don't know how high you have to go. If you clear them out with him and lift him in the air, put him down on his back, when you hit, it's 5 points.
Yeah.
Or what you call high altitude, I guess. High altitude, I'm not sure what you mean.
So, but just remember, I'll let you put on into the run hook. So like this here. And if I reach across it, you keep your elbow in close, and then just chop me away. Now, oh no, grab my arm. See? I reach in there and be aggressive, see? If I reach for you, go inside and grab my elbow on the outside. Don't, keep your elbow in. You see, just go in and chop, pull it to you. Pull it to you. It's like a rubber band. Jerk that baby back, see? You see how I'm leaning now? Boy, well, I can feel me. Or hook it up here. Now give me a real good jerk and make my foot step there. Okay? Don't step back too much. Now right here, but you should be right up here. You take this foot and you step around behind my foot and set it down. Behind my foot. That's over here. Oh, like this. Yeah. Let's get back here. Okay, I'm in here. I can step in here like this. See? Now you right like jerk, pow.
Hey, Tom, I went out to watch the wrestlers in Vegas here 2 years ago when I was in the World Championship for getting ready to try it out. You know what they were doing? They're catching guys here. They were going right here. Something got out of the, I'm going to put them out of the back. How simple, they were doing it. Because this man didn't know what they were doing. As soon as they figured he did that, he was already pretty well gone.
You got to the other side of that foot. You feel how easy this is. Here we are like this. You're step here. See? You're going. The only reason you didn't go is because I didn't fall. I can just dive right across you. And you're down. So that's my moves in that. And here is a good move. You let him, you might want to fake, see that he's pointing that arm. And they will attack. Great. This is what you want. This one. This is really the one that ties him up. And he thinks you want him to get that arm, pull it this way. And he's pulling it away from you. See? Now you got it. Me and that jerk. Get me around the waist. And fake like you're going to go bend down a bit. Fake like you want that arm. And I pull it back. And turn it like that. See? Now you got it. And then just reach up and grab it with this hand. Now you can step it. See how cool. Don't you feel like you have me? You do. Yes.
You know exactly what you want to do, Ed. Precisely exactly what you want them to do.
What you do is you underhook, and it's the same motion you get in close. But you take
Be a good partner now. Don't cooperate too much. Be a good partner, but don't overdo it.
yeah.
Some of you are absolutely starting sideways with it.
Just playing with it here. Just playing with it. Playing with it.
Same thing. Now listen to me. If this guy puts a closed visitor on me, I can beat the closed visitor by going perpendicular. Now, if he's trying to get your arm, you jerk it back.
Yeah, double. Right there. If they drop their head, throw it over.
Bad asshole. You might as well get your foot goodbye. You're so much God, but you're going to get dead. You understand? So, we'll go through this again. Let's give you a situation here. You say, I don't want to be here like this. This doesn't do any good. I want to go from parallel to perpendicular with my hips in. Now, kill these with me. Now, why, think about this. Why can't he bend over? I won't let him take his winter arm out. And what does that say? You always do not bring that over. Take your winter arm out. Now I won't let you. So I stopped. And this is a pin. When I get here, I cram this arm forward, just lay right here. Boy, do you have trouble. On your feet, everybody. One shot apiece, single leg, counter front headlock. Let's go. Face it. One shot apiece, finish it. Face it.
Okay, you guys didn't do it. One each side.
Good.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, two hands step down like you did for the Friendly Lock, except this time the guy goes way down over there with his head, just go behind you. Step down, go behind. Don't even stop the Friendly Lock. Go ahead. Just go behind you. Step down, go behind you. Do you understand? Do I have to? No. I can hook your pocket. Do I have to? No. I can do it without the knee. But which is the best?
he can't get flat. Even if he went flat with his belly, he can't get his hips flat, and that's what controls him. I can feel like over here and point to the back because of the position we're in. Okay? So try to hook the bottom leg if you can. If you can't, hook the top. If you can't, don't hook the leg. Make sure you try. Okay, let's go. A couple times a piece. Go with something like that.
Cradle on it.
Yes, put his arm out.
Just put it back on the top.
Now get his head. And I get the leg first, and then there.
As soon as you get him on his hip, you're going to hook the bottom leg if you can. You could have
Stay here while I go.
Hey, rock him over. There you go. Hold your fist behind his head. Now, free leg over. There you go. There you go. You gotta get there. You go. Cradle right there. There you go. Cradle there. Look at that. You're an expert. Here we go. Okay, everybody. Twice on your feet. Shoot for a good single leg count with the front headline. Let's go. Shoot for a single leg count with the front headline. Finish it up. Let's do a running shot. Let's finish it with a running shot. Okay, do it again. Run and shot. Take off and run with it. There you go. And then it out a little bit. That's all right.
If you can follow, a little better, it wouldn't hurt so hard.
Okay, you gotta come in for a single leg, two-handed. Two-handed. You properly sprawl, okay, then you bring the knee back. As soon as you get your base, reach underneath, you have your far elbow, pull out to the back door, block his head, block his knee, knock him over to a reverse half. Above his elbows. Let's go.
Bring it in. Pull the arm back in. Reach there.
Both hands on that and pull out. Reach that knee up. Bring your knee up. Tight.
Here, first half on you.
Okay, everybody headlock on the mat. Front headlock on the mat. You got a little problem with this guy, you switch it to a deep quarter. Put him to his side, reverse half. Get your deep quarter. Remember, you're up here. Put your squeeze on him and drive him to the mat. And then run around his head for reverse half. Okay, look up.
Wait, you know.
Look up. Here's the deep quarter. Remember, you're standing. I'm good when you're on your feet. Here's my wizard. Here's my headlock. Here's my deep quarter. All right, some of you forgot. That's why we go back to it again. Probably make sure you got a deep quarter. Let's go. Hey, round up real quick. I want to show you something. One other thing. Round it up real quick. Real quick. I want you to do one other thing for me before we go. This is too simple, too easy, and too effective for you not to do it. I mentioned it earlier, and I did just got on one tangent. I don't want you to leave without seeing this, and tomorrow let's do it again. I have a front end lock, either way, okay? And I'm on my knees because I'll be very ignorant to it. Almost all the time, you have a front end lock here. Almost all of them, reach across with this guy's wrist. Oh, right out. And now you're hitting right here, actually, look. Boy, just take my head. Now, the thing about it is this. If it's there, do it. If it isn't there, don't worry about it. It's just, if it's there, it's so simple to do, why not do it? Here we are again. Front end lock. We strut it there, pull down. Look over there. There's so little technique to it. And I like things that have very little technique to it. Because the easier it is, the simpler it is, the better it's going to work. Get your partner second, and do it. Now, if his arm isn't there, I'm not going to try to be magic. You cross, get the wrist, pull it out the back door. Now, pull it. There you go. Nothing bad. You long range, you guys, there's no way. Look, I keep away from you. There you go. Get your partner a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got front end lock on it. Okay, so reach across, get that wrist. Press your arm. Get it. Reach across and get it. Pull it out. Now, pull and move. No, put your head in his chest and pull it. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's all right. We knew what was going on. You're good. Okay, you got front end lock. You reach across, get that far wrist. Get the wrist. Get the wrist.
Your head down. Keep your head down there so you can fully move.
Keep your head, try to get your head under it.
Put your hand.
Now pull him over.
Just drag it from.
No, you're not doing it with your head, you're doing it with your body. Look here. Give me a second. Look here. Here I am. I'm down here. See where my head is? I'm going bowling with my head. Okay, everybody, get your partner. Put your partner in that position.
Just a move by move.
I found that out. I did just what he did. Close the arm.
Okay, what are we now? You're going to get pictures up. On the man on top, let's go, everybody. Everybody, here we go, everybody. Now, there's only one problem here. Coach, tell us about the guy you had who was wrestling. You know, you talked about last night when you go up and said he can do this, and he stayed down all the time.
You guys know Chris Ben, right? Chris Ben battling the bottom. Can't get out. Okay? 4 minutes on the bottom every match. Couldn't get out. But he could defend himself on the bottom. That's fine. But to score from the bottom, he couldn't do it. So we don't want the bottom man here to be thinking that you just stay down here all the time. You don't want to be down there for 4 minutes. So you got to realize, yeah, this is good for you, being down here and defending when he comes across with the cross base or whatever he's trying to do to pin you with. It's good to do that, but you got to still think in your mind when you're down there, hey, how am I going to get out?
Right, I want you to defend yourself long enough to get the position you need to get the hell out of there. But in this case, we're going longer than what you would normally need. But I want you to get the idea in the wrestling match. Well, I can stay here in 30 seconds, but I'm going to strike all that. No, 5, 10 seconds is long enough. But you still have to learn to defend yourself in that time here. Here we go, ready? 30 seconds.
Defend yourself here.
Ready? Go!
Defend yourself. Defend yourself.
Stay down, stay down, stay down.
Defend yourself.
defend yourself, Oliver.
Keep moving. Don't sit still. Keep moving.
You're ahead by 2.